Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a marathon lineup by Michael. Thank you so much, Michael. I think this is the first time. If not, I do apologize because I do not, I never say last names on videos. So thank you so much, Michael, for the marathon. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm super excited because we do have the great Kate Bush at the end of this marathon. But yeah, so I do wanted to say thank you for sponsoring the video, for making it happen. And, you know, everybody's going to be happy about this. So thank you. All right. So I'm going to read off the names of the songs we're going to do. Today, we're going to start with Jane Siberry. This is the song The Walking and Constantly. This is the album The Walking. This is 1987. And then we're going to do Tori Amos, Little Earthquakes, Precious Things is the title. Little Earthquakes, this came out in 1992. Then Happy Rhodes, the next artist, Building the Colossus by the album Building the Colossus, 1994. Then we're going to do Wendy and Lisa, Staring at the Sun from Roika, the album Roika. This is 1990. And then the amazing Kate Bush, Night of the Swallow. Night of the Swallow. And this is The Dreaming from 1982. Oh, The Dreaming, that's the album that's right, literally, like, if you look here, the guitar, you can see Kate Bush's face right there. That's literally her. Okay. All right, so we'll start in a second. All right, and here we go with Jane. Oh my God. Jane Siberry, or I think it's Siberry. Even though there's no accents in English, but I'm gonna say Jane Siberry, and here we go with the Walking. Beautiful piano. if I didn't know that this is not Kate Bush, I would think it was her, even though Kate Bush has I think, a higher voice, and she can go even higher. Like Kate Bush has such a unique voice, it's like it just sounds different. But I'm not that well like versed in like Kate Bush, so I would be kind of like fooled if somebody would tell me this is Kate Bush. I kind of would believe it. It's very much her style. I love the piano. I love the guitar that's playing in between the piano. Those harmonics, man. Oh, I don't know if you heard those, but this whole song is very well structured. It's just the singing is very, very good, very difficult, and just goes higher and higher. Very beautiful, like very, very nice. I think this is, I guess, like a themed marathon of women that just sing extraordinarily difficult stuff. So let's keep going. This is very, very good. Beautiful fade out. I mean, it wasn't even a fade out. It was just more, the matiz, how they call it in Spanish, when the instruments just, how you can really play very loud and you can play very soft. That's the matiz that I'm talking about. I still have to look up that word in English, but yeah, beautiful. And it seemed like the drums were kind of like, a little bit syncopated, so it gave it a little bit more of a prog, feel. Not progressive rock, but just like it wasn't just like, the typical 4/4. Even though they may have been in 4/4, like I didn't really count. But I looked her up here because I was like, I wanna know if Kate Bush is involved here, like in the background, backing vocals. And it says mostly this is new age, like new age music, and but very, very cool. I loved it. Very, very cool. Let's keep going with Tori Amos. Well, Amos. It's Tori Amos. This is Precious Things. Here we go.
He said you're really an ugly girl, but I like the way you play. And I cried, but I thanked him. Can you believe that? I sick, holding on to his picture, dressing up every day. I wanna smash the faces, those beautiful boys, those Christian boys. So you can make me come, it doesn't make you Jesus. These precious things, let them bleed, let them wash away. These precious things, let them break. They hold on me. Yes, in my peach party dress, no one dared, no one cared to tell me where the pretty girls are, those demigods with their 9-inch nails and little flashes burning straight inside the heart of every nice girl. These precious things, let them bleed, let them wash away. These precious things, let them break, let them wash away.
Wow, it's like just so good. But yeah, again, I see kind of an inspiration here. It's almost like Michael said, "Hey, listen to all these, and then listen to, you know, Kate at the end." I don't know if she kind of like, you know, inspired all these artists because they do sound very much like her. This is a little bit more aggressive. I mean, I love the it's more a little bit more synthy, but I love the drums and then the distortion that kicks in, and also I don't know, it's a little bit more, the whole thing is a little bit more not aggressive in a rock form, but it's just more like there's more stuff happening. And then the other song was more like a, you know, a ballady. This is a little bit more intense, but beautiful singing as well. And I mean, everybody's on their A game again. Very, very cool. I did look up some, you know, the personnel on this. I don't recognize anyone, but I do like that she is actually playing the piano, and I'm sure that Jane was also playing her own the piano as well. But I'm just looking, you know, for Kate Bush if she's involved or anything. But I'm not looking at like the whole background and the album and the recording process, and because it just gives too much away, I guess, for the reaction. But yeah, this is very, very good as well. It's so cool that because they're all in the same times line, you know, 90s, like 92 to 97. But the Dreaming album from Kate Bush is 82, so it could have been that she kind of like, although Cyndi Lauper was also singing very high pitched, so I don't know. Let's see. But that was more pop. I think it was more pop. This is more, the whole thing here is very, it feels almost very ambiguous, this music. It's very serious. It has a very serious tone. It's not like holiday, you know, like Madonna. It's not, it doesn't have that, let's dance. It's more like a Dead Can Dance kind of vibe, like Brian Eno. It's like more like, this is serious, okay? So I like that. It's very cool.
Let them break, let them wash
Yeah, this is definitely a different style than like pop. This is more like, I don't know what to call it, like synth, or I guess let's just stick to the new age, you know. It is has this new age like era, not era. I think I was, who did I react to? Enya, and was it Enya? Give me 1 second, because Enya is like a one man show, and she was just like amazing. Yeah, Enya, from Ireland, and that's the feel that I get here. You know, it's more like it's a project of this one person with all these great musicians, but it's not like a pop outing. It's more like a serious toned, like I said, Dead Can Dance, you know, that kind of stuff. It's more on the serious side. The lyrics are a little bit more serious, and I do appreciate that very much. So now go with Happy Rhodes. Let's see if she also, and also the drums here were also kind of syncopated. They were just like boom, bum, boom, bum, boom, boom, bum. It was just like, it just sounds really, really cool. It sounds tribal. It sounds almost like soundtracky, you know. It has this, I don't know what it has, but let's continue exploring. This is a great marathon. Thank you, Michael. Okay.
Shoring up the sides, pillows hold me up. Water me here, water me there. Gonna need stronger underwear, to keep this spine right. Reaching to the sky, stone by stone. A character flaw will bring it all down. Gonna have to call the mason around her head. And sturdy off the ground. I wake up close to being just right. Then something gets me wound, and I start to lose sight of a big old girl who knows all about stuff, who loves every single body and knows when to shut up. I try to build the perfect lover who I wanna be. There's an ideal person hiding, lurking, waiting inside of me. Shoring up the sides,
It's good.
pillows hold me up. Water me here, water me there. Gonna need stronger underwear, to keep this spine right.
Well, this is very interesting because I was thinking about this and I wanted to say something, and then I was like, I'm gonna look at Michael's notes here, you know, just for a second, just for, sometimes there's nothing. Like some people don't add anything, some people add a lot. And Michael did add some trivia here. It says, and I was thinking about David Bowie. I was like, wow, her voice, it sounds a little bit more, I mean, just 80s, I guess, even though it's a 90s recording. Let's just check. Building the Colossus. Okay, 94, but that doesn't mean anything. In the 90s, they were still using the, you know, in the bass, the synth. But I was thinking, this sounds like David Bowie. The voice, it's very deep. And I wanted to say something, but I was like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, while I listen to this, it sounds more synthy. It sounds more, let's look at the notes. And then it says here, Happy Rhodes is a very little known musician, heavily influenced by Kate Bush, David Bowie, and Yes. So with an incredible 4-octave range. So I was like, wow, she can really go very low and very high. So see, I didn't say anything, but here it is. All the voices you hear on the song are her. And then I hope you enjoy this. He didn't add too much information about. She says here about Wendy and Lisa. that they were in Prince's band. Oh, that's awesome. And but other than that, pretty much what I've like so far so said. Talented female musicians pushing boundaries, going beyond simple pop rock, and I guess I kind of like talked about that. So I do appreciate that very much, Michael, that you did, add something that I can talk about. But I think I was pretty much on the way of figuring it out, myself. But hey, I'm not supposed to be. I'm not a critique. I'm just reacting. But this is great. And now I'm gonna pay a lot of attention to those 4 octaves. Let's go.
Reaching to the sky, stone by stone, character flaw will bring it all down. Gonna have to call the mason round. And sturdy up the ground. There's a lot of rotten beams that I gotta get rid of. Gonna sheetrock up and I'll order some steam. I try to build a perfect model of who I wanna be. There's an ideal person hiding, lurking, waiting inside of me. Bring it all down. Gonna have to call the mason round.
Very cool. Wow, when she was like all the way up there, awesome. And then she would go down, and then literally she sounded like when Bowie, got into his very low, the way he would deliver, like, for example, Let's Dance, like, I don't remember the lyrics, but let's dance the blues, very, very low. And I guess he changed that in the 80s. He just had this very low register. I don't know if it was because of smoking, or I don't know if he just changed his persona. But I remember in the 70s, he just had a very more high-pitched, not very high, but a higher voice, and then got very low, and I love that. But I'm a huge David Bowie fan, even though I don't know all of his work, but just by watching Labyrinth as a kid, I was just fascinated by the guy. Okay, I pressed the space bar. Okay, Wendy and Lisa. Now we know that they're part of Prince. They were part of Prince's band. I can't wait for this. So, but I love the first 2, very like non-rock, non-pop. I mean, more. You could almost say it's like. I think I did say progressive, music. Maybe just progressive music. I don't want to call it rock because it doesn't have the typical, the rock guitars. But there was some distortion with Tori. But this was amazing. Happy Rhodes, very good. Now let's go with Wendy, Lisa, Staring at the Sun. There we go. Give me a second. Let's just go back.
When I was a kid, my father used to say I had dreams when I was your age. I don't get it. Why do people change? I swear I will never be that way. Staring at the sun, I see a brighter day. Should I look away? Staring at the sun, I feel its warm embrace. Should I walk away? In the beginning was a golden ray, God's power, but to my dismay, we're only human, that's what people say. Still I search for a way. Staring at the sun,
Very cool. This is obviously more like a fusion of, you know, instruments. The bass is amazing. The guitar player, the piano. I love which is, I think, it's like a synth kind of egg shaker. It's not like a real one, but it's constantly there. I love this thing. I've been using it in the last like 5-6 videos. But it's there, and her voice is also beautiful, but it's more like, this is more like a rock. It's more soft, I would say, yeah, like soft rock, you know. It's more pop, let's be honest. It's a little bit more popish, but still very good. The bass is just like slapping and, you know, like playing all these crazy lines with intertwined with the guitar. Really cool. Like, also, let me pay more attention to the drums. Let's go back.
I see a brighter day. Should I look away? Staring at the sun, I feel its warm embrace. Should I walk away? Never felt the grace of God go wide. I pretend I'm not afraid to die. If there's a heaven, I will fly. Devil hates, you better take a ride. I'm not crazy, but I believe in butterflies. Dreams of dawn should be a big surprise. Life is my favorite nursery rhyme. I'm not afraid of the big bad wolf. Staring at the sun.
And maybe I was wrong about the pop thing. It is a bit more rock. The guy was literally playing, I don't know if this is a stick. He's holding a stick, but he was literally tapping on this thing. If you listen close to the bass, that guy was not like just playing the bass. That was like literally, like, I don't know if he was using the stick. I'll look it up.
See a brighter day. Should I look away? Staring at the sun, I feel its warm embrace.
This was so good. Yeah, give me 1 second because I'm looking something up here. It says, where is Staring at the Sun? And I'm looking at the album. Mm-hmm. So weird, it's not on there. Or maybe I'm like completely blind and I don't see it. Well, it doesn't really matter, but it was just an amazing like performance by the guitar and the bass, Alan Kamai. But it doesn't say sticks. I was wrong. I mean, there's an electric cello. I didn't hear that. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's okay. Don't worry about it. Let's just keep going. Okay, now this is the one I've been looking forward to the most, of course. Kate Bush. But in all fairness, all these artists were amazing. There's no favoritism or anything. I just know Kate Bush a bit more. Like we just did one with Peter Gabriel. If you want to check out that reaction I did with my wife Alexia, we reacted to the video. And but we've done some Kate Bush in the past, and she's just amazing. So this is Night of the Swallow, from the Dreaming album, which is, I guess, one of her biggest like successes. And here we go, 1982.
Just like your face on the moon to me. And I won't let you do what you want to do. It's funny how even now you're laughing. I won't let you do it. If you
when she does that, it almost seems like her vocal cords are like split in two, because you had this very high note and this other note. I don't know how to explain it, but it sounds like I won't even attempt this. But I'll say this: every time I listen to Kate Bush, I'm like, I've never heard anything like it. It's totally original. There's no genre. It's her own genre. I think I've said this quite some time in Alexia as well. She's just 100% original. Nobody else has done anything like that before at that moment in time. So everybody else would be inspired by this woman. Like, she's just amazing. I mean, the whole thing, it's like progressive rock, you know? That's what I feel like I'm listening to. It's so good.
For all of the guilty to let them free. Winds fill the window and they beat and bleed. They hold the sky on the other side of borderline. I won't let you do it. I won't let you go through with it. Means that over and over. I'll just silence the motion. Take them over the water like a swallow flying to mountain. With a higher plane and no names mentioned. Tonight's the night of the flight. Before you know, I'll be over the wall tonight. Swallow. There's no rest. I'll waste on nothing, no moonlight. No place to fly. They'll never find me. Poison as the night. I'm home before the morning. Give me a break. Oh, let that lie. Give me something to show for my miserable life. Something to change, to break even my wings like a swallow. Let me go. With a higher plane and no names mentioned. Tonight's the night of the flight. Before you know, I'll be over the water. Let us go. There's no risk. I'll waste on nothing, no moonlight. No place to fly. They'll never find me. Poison as the night. I'm home for the
Wow. That's just like, yeah. Her music always blows me away because it's like I said, I mean, if you just, I don't know if you've heard this for the first time right now, you know how I feel, but I'm sure you've listened to this many, many times. But I love that she even threw in like this Celtic theme in the end. It wasn't the fiddle, but I don't know if it was a flute, it was something, but I was just like trying to take everything in the and then the like, I don't know how she was doing that. I mean, it was, I guess, mostly keyboards, but the way she was just phrasing everything, it's so complicated. I mean, it's just so difficult to digest on the first, listen. But hey, awesome. Thank you, Michael. This was amazing. Everybody here on this list is just fantastic. This is going to get a lot of attention because, I mean, everybody here is so good and people are going to appreciate it. And I'm really, really thankful. And I don't know, because I have this problem. I can't really remember every single name that I've reacted to, especially when it's marathons. So I do apologize if there's maybe Tori Amos or somebody, or if I've reacted to someone before. If it's just one track and it's 6 months ago, it's hard to keep up, you know, and I don't really have a list of all the artists that I've reacted to. So if there's someone that I've reacted to before, I do apologize, but I just don't remember. But how to forget, you know, Kate Bush. But hey, thanks so much for this. This was an amazing marathon. Thanks everybody for watching. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't like it. Subscribe if you like the channel, you know. Alexia and I, we're working on a lot of stuff, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, the videos that are coming. So you have that to look forward to, of course. And there's more full albums coming on the Patreon because they don't get blocked there, you know. That's why we do it over there. If you're interested in that, check it out. It's in the description. But hey, thanks so much, Michael, for this amazing marathon. I did have a lot of fun, so much to analyze and so much to take in. And you know, most of the time when I do these marathons, the next thing I do is I play guitar, like because of something that I heard and I want to figure out how it goes. Maybe it's a chord, a scale, or something like that. So I come up with some really weird stuff. So thank you for that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.